Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day. I hope you've had a good day. I'm just fixing to leave the hospital. I'm actually leaving a little bit later than what I normally do, but that's okay. Robert did start opening his eyes more this afternoon. He still just opened them just for a very short amount of time, but he did open them up more and would look at me and things of that nature, so I'm thankful for that. He hasn't had any fever today. His blood sugar was good the last time they checked it. He still had to have some insulin, but it was a good blood sugar. So I'm thankful for that as well. I'm glad I can still see God moving. Still don't understand it. Probably, maybe never will understand it. But I just know that I see God moving, and I trust God. That's one thing I know for sure is I can trust God, and I'm thankful that He still loves us and He still leads and guides us even whenever we can't see, an inch in front of our face because it's, just so dark and so stormy, ahead of us. But I'm still thankful that He grabs us and holds our hands. And in those times when we can't go anymore, then that's when He picks us up and carries us. And I'm thankful for that. I see there's already a bunch of people logging on, and I'm thankful for that as well. I guess I should have titled this Thankful, I guess. But I just wanted to get with y'all quick. Whenever I got there earlier today, his caseworker come in and see it. I'm trying to get him on disability because he has no health insurance right now. And get him on Medicaid. And she came in there and said that the doctors have mentioned something to her about she needs to start looking for an LTAC, which is a long-term acute care facility. Now, it's not a nursing home. Those of you that, that might be the first thing that pops into your head. But it's a place, she described it like as a hospital in a hospital, and they are focused more on helping the patient get off the vent, being able to get off the feeding tube, and kind of get them mentally back to where they need to be so that then they can go ahead and be sent somewhere for therapy. So she didn't say like that was immediately in the future. I mean, I do know that is what they had talked about a couple of weeks ago when all this was kind of just getting started, that would be the long-term goal, was getting him somewhere like that, and then eventually to rehab, to get him hopefully back to, the best that he's able to get back to. And so she said there were some places here in Memphis. There's a place in Jonesboro. She said the only other places she knew of were maybe farther west of us, like Little Rock, somewhere like that. And she said that one of the obstacles might be the fact that he does not have insurance right now. So I'm just praying about it, and I was going to ask y'all to pray about it, that, the Lord knows the right place for him, the right place that he can, get back to where he needs to be, mentally and emotionally and physically. So y'all just help me pray that the Lord, would open the door that he needs to go through at the right time so we can get into the right facility. So I would appreciate that if you would do some target praying again for me. When I left, he had gotten his leg and his foot had gotten a little cold, but now he does do that from time to time, and he was sitting, that part of his bed is kind of under the air conditioner vent. So I was trying not to, I'm just human, y'all. I do trust the Lord, but I was trying not to flip out over the fact his foot was cold. But now his pulse in the foot was still good. The nurse went and got a warm blanket for him and put over his leg and his foot. She even got me one too because I was freezing, and oh my goodness, that felt like heaven. I'm like, there has to be like blanket warmers in heaven, because that just, it just felt so good. So anyway, if y'all would just pray that, and I prayed with him again before I left, and I prayed that the blood flow would continue everywhere it needed to go, to every, part of his body. And I prayed against the blood clots and the infections and all that, and I do trust the Lord, but I would love to have y'all praying with me too about that as well, because, the majority, we can touch God together. And I know God and me is in a majority. I know that, but I also know that I love to know that y'all are praying as well and helping me target specific prayers. So anyway, I'm fixing to go. I'm fixing to head home, take care of Dallas and get some rest, and then get ready to head back this way tomorrow. I've had so many people asking about me, if I'm doing okay, telling me I look tired. And I'm like, man, y'all know how to make a girl feel good. But yes, I'm resting good at night. I get so frustrated. It's hard to explain. I want to be both places at once. I want to be home so I can take care of things around there that need to be taken care of, take care of Dallas, but then the other part of me wants to be here. So in the mornings when I wake up, if I'm still kind of sleepy, I'll tell myself, okay, just relax and see if you can sleep a little bit longer. And then I do. Well, I'm glad I did, but then at the same time, I'm frustrated with myself because I'm like, I could have already been in Memphis by now. And instead, I'm just getting started. So it's hard trying, there's no way I can be in both places at once. But it's just a balancing act right now that sometimes I feel like I'm just not passing very well. But I am resting well at night. So I'm thankful for those that are concerned about me, even though y'all say I look tired and everything. But and I am tired. Emotionally, I'm exhausted. I told myself while ago when I walked out of the hospital, you're not going to cry. You're not going to cry. Let this be the first day. You don't cry when you leave him. You'll be back tomorrow. Don't cry. So far, I haven't cried. So that's good, because usually I'm crying walking out of the hospital. Usually I'm crying walking out of his room, because, I'm leaving him and he's just laying there. So I'm doing good so far. No tears right now. But I thank y'all for caring about me, being concerned about me as well as him, for continuing to just be our support and our encouragement. So I'm fixing to head home. Y'all just pray for safe travels for me. And I'm still praying for all of y'all. I know there's so many of y'all facing difficulties right now. And let's just continue to encourage one another, build one another up. There's enough in this world that tears down and divides. So let's build one another up, and let's join together. And like I said last night, we can agree to disagree and still be friends. It's okay. So we're not always going to see eye to eye on every single topic, and that's okay. Because think of how boring it would be if we all just got along and agreed on the same things. And, like, whatever you say is fine with me. And then the next person, well, whatever you say is fine with me. And it just goes down the line, and nobody's making any decisions or stating their opinion, because it's just whatever you want is fine with me. So let's just agree to disagree, but let's unite together and be brothers and sisters in Christ and build one another up and encourage one another. So I love y'all. Have a great night. I'm fixing to head home, hit that bridge, and get back to Arkansas and get some rest. So y'all continue to pray. I'm still believing in what I know, not what I see or hear. #Waldo Warriors. Please continue to share the videos. I love y'all, and I will update you later. Good night.